Good morning. Down here at the chicken house early this morning. Actually, it's not very early. It's 11 o'clock. Water's frozen and it's 40 degrees, which is strange. Water's frozen at 40 degrees. But anyway, it is what it is. So I gathered the eggs, got 5 eggs today. But what I want to talk about today is coyotes and how much of a threat is a coyote. I had a call from my neighbor last night, and she lives across the creek from me. Hear the guinea over there. I wouldn't be the center of attention. Anyway, back to the coyotes. She said that we hear the coyotes all the time, and we know they're around. I've seen them on my trail cameras, so I know they're around. But she said they're getting much braver, and they're becoming more of a threat. She said that last night she has a couple little dogs. One of them's like a corky little thing, sit low to the ground. And she said that if it hadn't have been for her husband going out and waving his arms and shouting at him, they would have probably hurt her little dog. So anyway, that makes me think, everybody loves chicken, including the animals. See my little sign back there? Peep show. Anyway, so my chickens get locked up every night, so nothing can actually get to them. But I have this open double doorway you can see here, right here. And it's still got a gap of probably 10 inches underneath it where coons and animals can get underneath it and dig in here thinking they could get to the chickens whether they can or not. So I need to deal with that and figure out what I'm going to do with it. So whether I build a little ramp, that comes up and on each side, which means the door is not going to shut, or put a board across there and build a ramp going down, which maybe that's what I need to do on the inside, and hope that I don't trip over it every time I come out here, that I'll remember. So anyway, now that we're starting to have a bit of a coyote issue, I guess I'm going to have to deal with it. Now, with that being said, I do have a 22 and I can shoot. First thing I have to do is Google, what the legalities of is shooting a coyote. I'm sure if they're in your chicken pen trying to kill your chickens that you have the right to shoot them. Or you can shoot in the air and scare them off. But that doesn't help if once they realize they're chickens, they're going to come back. And I'm sure they're well aware that I have 12 chickens out here. And I'm sure, at this point, they just can't get to them. But it depends on how hungry they get. The other issue I'm dealing with is that I have a little cabin out here that I rent out to guests. And I have a guest coming in tomorrow with a little dog. And I have walking trails. And so I don't want her just to turn her little dog loose. I don't think a coyote will hurt a human. That's what my neighbor tells me. They don't think they will hurt a human. Depends if they have rabies and depends if they are hungry enough. They may not hurt the human, but they may try to get to the little dogs, what I'm thinking. So anyway, that's what I'm going to deal with today is coyotes. What to do about coyotes. YouTube is my friend. So the first thing I'll do is look up and see what YouTube has to say about coyotes.